Hi everyone, welcome to Must Read Monday. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries and I use they, them pronouns. For today's episode, I'm going to be talking about mermaid books to tie in with the Summer Reading Club theme of Tales and Tales. This is the final week of programming for the Summer Reading Club, so if you've been watching the videos this summer, thank you so much for participating. If you've read any books from the library, signed up, thank you. And jumping into these books, one thing I realized as I was pulling all these books together is that I haven't actually read that many mermaid books, which is kind of surprising because I do like mermaids and, other sea folk. We've got books about mermaids, books about sirens and selkies and other residents of the ocean. So I'm going to get started, talk briefly about a few, and then read some book summaries if I haven't read the book myself and I'm like, I don't know. Okay, first off, we've got some graphic novels, and as I mentioned, not all of these books are about mermaids, so this is the first one, Mera Tidebreaker. So if you've seen Aquaman, you know who Mera is. Mera is teenage royalty and heir to the throne of Exable, sorry if I said that wrong, a colony ruled by the other not-so-lost land under the sea, Atlantis. Her father, his court, and the entire kingdom are expecting her to marry and introduce a new king, but Mera is destined to wear a different crown. When the Exbilian military plots to overthrow Atlantis and break free of its oppressive regime, Mera seizes the opportunity to take control of her own destiny by assassinating Arthur Curry, the long-lost prince and heir to the kingdom of Atlantis. But her mission gets sidetracked when Mera and Arthur unexpectedly fall in love. Will Arthur Curry be the king at Mera's side, or will he die under her blade as she attempts to free her people from persecution? Read and find out. So there she is. Graphic novel, if that is your speed. Then another graphic novel, and this one I have read, and I really loved it. It's really beautiful. The Girl from the Sea. 15-year-old Morgan has a secret. She can't wait to escape the perfect little island where she lives. She's desperate to finish high school and get as far away as possible from her sad divorced mother, her volatile little brother, and her group of best friends who don't actually know Morgan at all. Because really, Morgan's biggest secret is that she has a lot of secrets, including the one about wanting to kiss girls. Then one night, Morgan is saved from drowning by a mysterious girl named Kelty. Suddenly, life on the island doesn't feel so stifling anymore. But Kelty has some secrets of her own, and as the girls start to fall in love, everything they've been hiding will find its way to the surface, whether Morgan is ready or not. And spoiler, this is not a spoiler, but Kelty is actually a selkie. I was trying to find a picture of her in like seal form, and I can't find anything. Hold on. Seals. Okay, there she is. In her seal form. Anyways, it was really cute. I love it a lot. Molly Knox Ostertag. I really enjoy her graphic novels. Okay. Next up we have The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, Midnight Tales and Dangerous Magic. So these are some short stories set in the Grishaverse world, which is like the Shadow and Bone series, Six of Crows series. If you've seen Shadow and Bone on Netflix, this is set in that world. And there's several different stories, but the one at the end is about mermaids, and it's really beautiful. It has illustrations, so that one's cool. You don't have to have read any of her other books to read that one. Okay, then what else do we have? Okay, this one, In Other Lands. I have to show it, of course, because there's a mermaid on the cover, and this is one of my all-time favorite books by Sarah Rees Brennan. This is about Elliot. He is just kind of a regular human guy, and he gets not taken. He ends up going to this world across the border from ours, the Borderlands, which is, it's kind of like you're in a field. There's this wall. He goes through the magical door, and he's in this other world. So this is like 4 years of his life, because he goes there during like the school year, comes back to the regular human world during the summer. It's great. I love Elliot. He is pretty obnoxious, but he's a great character, and I love his friends in this. There's his friend Serene Heart in the Chaos of Battle. She's an elf, and then there's Luke, and he is like a human warrior dude. It's really great. But anyways, mermaids, because the whole time Elliot is like, I want to meet mermaids, and he finally does. He meets all kinds of fantastical creatures in this series. So it's just really lighthearted. Well, it's lighthearted and funny, but also deals with like some really serious issues as well, as kind of the best books do. Highly recommend. One of my faves of all time. Okay, and we've got Sea Witch. This is a 2-book series. I have not read this one. Ever since her best friend Anna drowned, Evie has been an outcast in her small fishing town, hiding her talents, mourning her loss, drowning in her guilt. Then a girl with an uncanny resemblance to Anna appears offshore, and though the girl denies it, Evie is convinced that her best friend actually survived, that her own magic wasn't so powerless after all, and as the two girls catch the eyes and hearts of 2 charming princes, Evie believes she might finally have a chance at her own happily ever after. But magic isn't kind, and her new friend has secrets of her own. She can't stay in Havenstad or on 2 legs unless Evie finds a way to help her. Now Evie will do anything to save her friend's humanity, along with her prince's heart, harnessing the power of her magic, her ocean, and her love until she discovers too late the truth of her bargain. The rise of Hans Christian Andersen's iconic villainess is a heart-wrenching story of friendship, betrayal, and a girl pushed beyond her limits to become a monster. Okay, now for a book that we do have in our collection, but it's checked out right now. However, there is an audiobook on Hoopla. It is A Song Below Water. And there's a sequel to this that actually just came out this summer called A Chorus Rises. This is about 2 best friends discovering their magical identities against the challenges of today's racism and sexism. Tavia is already at odds with the world, forced to keep her Siren identity under wraps in a society that wants to keep her kind under lock and key. Never mind, she's also stuck in Portland, Oregon, a city with only a handful of black folk and even fewer of those with magical powers. At least she has her best friend Effie by her side as they tackle high school drama, family secrets, and unrequited crushes. But everything changes in the aftermath of a Siren murder trial that rocks the nation. The girl's favorite internet fashion icon reveals she's also a Siren, and the news rips through their community. Tensions escalate when Effie starts being haunted by demons from her past, and Tavia accidentally lets out her magical voice during a police stop. No secrets seem safe anymore. Soon Portland won't be either. And as this book summary leads you, as the book summary says, people do know that magical creatures exist. So sirens, people know about them. There's other like creatures and beings with magical powers. There's like a gargoyle who like follows the character around and like nest or roost at her house, which I thought was really interesting. The sea gargoyles very much in fiction. So yeah, it was a really, really good book. Haven't read the sequel yet, but I need to. Okay, then we've got All the Stars and Teeth. This is a 2-book series as well. As princess of the island kingdom Vistia, Amora Montara has spent her entire life training to be High Animancer, the master of souls. The rest of the realm can choose their magic, but for Amora, it's never been a choice. To secure her place as heir to the throne, she must prove her mastery of the monarchy's dangerous soul magic. When her demonstration goes awry, Amora is forced to flee. She strikes a deal with Bastian, a mysterious pirate. He'll help her prove she's fit to rule if she'll help him reclaim his stolen magic. But sailing the kingdom holds more wonder and more peril than Amora anticipated. A destructive new magic is on the rise, and if Amora is to conquer it, she'll need to face legendary monsters, cross paths with vengeful mermaids, and deal with a stowaway she never expected, or risk the fate of Vistia and lose the crown forever. So this one sounds like mermaids are kind of like the enemy. There's a little more in my tail. Okay, another book on the phone, because this one is also checked out, but I've read this one and I really liked it. It's In Deeper Waters, and this one is not available on Hoopla and Libby, but you can put a hold on it at the library when it comes back. They'll let you know, or you could, get one sent from a different library. Okay. Prince Tal has long awaited his coming-of-age tour. After spending most of his life cloistered behind palace walls as he learns to keep his forbidden magic secret, he can finally see his family's kingdom for the first time. His first taste of adventure comes just 2 days into the journey when their crew discovers a mysterious prisoner on a burning derelict vessel. Tasked with watching over the prisoner, Tal is surprised to feel an intense connection with the roguish Adalyn. So when Adalyn leaps overboard and disappears, Tal feels responsible and heartbroken, knowing Adalyn could not have survived the open ocean. That is, until Tal runs into Adalyn days later on dry land, very much alive and as charming and secretive as ever. But before they can pursue anything further, Tal is kidnapped by pirates and held ransom in a plot to reveal his rumored powers and instigate a war. Tal must escape if he hopes to save his family and the kingdom, and Adalyn might just be his only hope. Merman, you love to see it. And that might be the only Merman book in this talk. Okay, then we have The Siren by Kiera Cass, which I have not read. Okay, years ago, Kaylin was rescued from drowning by the ocean. To repay her debt, she has served as a siren ever since, using her voice to lure countless strangers to their deaths. Though a single word from Kaylin can kill, she can't resist spending her days on land, watching ordinary people and longing for the day when she will be able to speak and laugh and live freely among them again. Kaylin is resigned to finishing her sentence in solitude until she meets Akinley. Handsome, caring, and kind, Akinley is everything Kaylin ever dreamed of. And though she can't talk to him, they soon forge a connection neither of them can deny, and Kaylin doesn't want to. Falling in love with a human breaks all the ocean's rules, and if the ocean discovers Kaylin's feelings, she'll be forced to leave Akinley for good. But for the first time in a lifetime of following the rules, Kaylin is determined to follow her heart. Okay, 2 more books to go, y'all. Okay, we've got Daughter of the Pirate King. This is a 2-book series, and this one is at the Hancock branch. Ooh, and there's a ship. Okay. Sent on a mission to retrieve an ancient hidden map, the key to a legendary treasure trove, 17-year-old pirate captain Alosa deliberately allows herself to be captured by her enemies, giving her the perfect opportunity to search their ship. More than a match for the ruthless pirate crew, Alosa has only one thing standing between her and the map, her captor, the unexpectedly clever and unfairly attractive first mate, Raiden. But not to worry, for Alosa has a few tricks up her sleeve, and no lone pirate can stop the daughter of the Pirate King. I've been informed there are mermaids in this series, so not sure if they're threatening mermaids or not. Okay, and then last of all, sorry, my computer got unplugged. We have a Song of the Current, also a 2-book series at the Hancock branch. Carolyn Orestia is destined for the river. For generations, her family has been called by the river god, who has guided their wherries on countless voyages throughout the Riverlands. At 17, Caro has spent years listening to the water, ready to meet her fate. But the river god hasn't spoken her name yet, and if he hasn't by now, there's a chance he never will. Caro decides to take her future into her own hands when her father is arrested for refusing to transport a mysterious crate. By agreeing to deliver it in exchange for his release, Caro finds herself caught in a web of politics and lies, with dangerous pirates after the cargo, an arrogant courier with a secret, and without the river god to help her. With so much at stake, Caro must choose between the life she's always wanted and the one she could never have imagined for herself. Yes. I think there's one more actually. One sec. This is another one that was checked out, and it's not on Hoopla or Libby, but I'll just show you really quick. It's To Kill a Kingdom. Alright. Princess Lira is Siren royalty and the most lethal of them all. With the hearts of 17 princes in her collection, she is revered across the sea, until a twist of fate forces her to kill one of her own. To punish her daughter, the Sea Queen transforms Lira into the one thing they loathe most, a human. Robbed of her song, Lira has until the winter solstice to deliver Prince Elian's heart to the Sea Queen or remain a human forever. The ocean is the only place Prince Elian calls home, even though he is heir to the most powerful kingdom in the world. Hunting sirens is more than an unsavory hobby, it's his calling. When he rescues a drowning woman in the ocean, she's more than what she appears. She promises to help him find the key to destroying all of siren kind for good, but can he trust her? And just how many deals will Elian have to barter to eliminate mankind's greatest enemy? So there you have it. Lots of books about mermaids, lots of books about sirens, a few books about other beings, lots of pirates and kings and princes and betrayal and secrets. So if any of that appeals to you, I was kind of thinking out of those, the ones that are kind of set in current times would be In Other Lands, A Song Below Water, The Girl from the Sea, and also Mera, I think, takes place kind of in the human world and in Atlantis. So if you want some that are kind of a contemporary setting, that's what you can go for. If you're looking for kind of a historical fantasy feel to it, check out the others. But yeah, I hope you all had a good summer reading club. Let us know, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.